Hi, I'm Natalie, and today I'm going to be explaining the term ACAB in 3.5 minutes.
Hey, Natalie, I'm going to be laughing at you for 9 minutes.
I wonder if she's a badger in the sack. Could be painful.
Hey, everyone, and welcome back. I think Natalie over here has already given us a pretty good description of what this video is going to be about, right? So let's just get started. Enjoy.
First things first, what does it mean? ACAB stands for All Cops Are Bastards.
Do you know what we call it when you say all of these people have this specific trait? Bigotry. But yeah, you go, girl.
It does not stand for All Cops Are Bad.
Thank you. I think everyone listening to this knew that.
This is an important distinction.
Yes, it is important to make a distinction between what it actually means and some other thing.
I'm not getting all my memos.
The word bastard is used because cops in general are bastardized.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Something that is bastardized is corrupt, does not serve its original purpose or function or its intended use because it has been lowered in quality.
Again, that's just your opinion. I think that criminals have become so vicious and raw that the police have been forced to step up their game.
The police force in general is bastardized and really has been since pretty much the start.
Given your own definition of bastardization, that would be impossible, because then the police force would be working exactly as intended. You can't say that it's bastardized and that it's always been like that. Then it was just designed that way.
I smell something awful. I think it's you.
Which you can learn about more in my History of the Police in 10 Minutes video.
No, I'm not going to watch another video, you fuckhead. You should have put it in this video or not brought it up.
You might be saying, but there are good cops too, or my family member is a cop.
Yes, I am saying that.
And I might have a couple of questions for you, or I challenge you to do a little bit of your own research.
Well, all right then. How's that working out for you?
Can you possibly be more smug than that? Always with a do your own research. It's not my job to teach you, even though I upload videos that say they're going to explain things.
I challenge you to research cases of police brutality in your state and specifically in your county.
Done, and I found nothing to get upset about.
See if those officers are still in the force.
Of course they are. They did nothing wrong.
Did the police union protect them?
No, they took them out for hookers and coke. Of course they did. What do you think a union is for?
The union that your family member is probably in and upholds?
What the hell are you saying? That all unions are bad? Interesting. So you've gone so far left that you've ended up on the right.
Are you okay with your family member going to Christmas parties with someone like Daniel Pantaleo?
Why in the hell would that ever happen? The guy was fired or dishonorably discharged or whatever the police call it.
I'm not sure what makes you think that your family member is absolved of any guilt or responsibility there.
Hey, moron! Fucking moron! They're absolved of guilt because they didn't do anything illegal, you fucking idiot. No matter how much you want it to be true, there is no such thing as collective guilt.
But you might be asking, what can they do better?
No, I'm not asking that because they're doing a great job, so just keep it up.
And the answer is, quit.
Wow, great solution there, you little fuck muppet.
No one has seen what you've seen. And until that happens, we're all going to think you're nuts.
The reason that the police force is held together is because of police unions and stubborn officers who refuse to accept that the police force in general is heavily bastardized, no longer trustworthy, and needs to be reimagined completely.
Wow, so you're just going to apply the Hollywood solution. Reboot it, remake it. God, you're an idiot. You can't fire every police officer and then expect the country to not tear itself apart. I was going to ask where you've gotten all these bad ideas, but yeah, Hollywood.
This leads to them protecting coworkers who are violent criminals, including rapists and murderers.
You know what? If there was ever a call for a citation needed, this would be it. Because we all know you pulled that shit right out of your ass.
You also might be saying, but you need the police. What would you do if you were in danger? Who would you call?
I think you better call
Ghostbusters! Well, actually, the police aren't really there to help you not get hurt.
To you, I say, stop whining.
Yes, sometimes they just apprehend the perpetrator, but that's a good thing too. You do want the criminals to get punished, right? Right? Right?
Although their slogan is serve and protect, the Supreme Court has continuously ruled since 1855 that they have no duty to serve or protect you, the individual.
Of course, otherwise they'd get sued 50 times a day for not being able to show up to every call.
In my last video, I cited a particularly gruesome case from 2005 called Castle Rock versus Gonzalez. In that case, the Supreme Court ruled that a town and its police department could not be sued for failing to enforce a restraining order, which led to a woman and her 3 children being murdered by her ex-husband.
Yeah, nice appeal to pity fallacy you've got there. Don't get me wrong, it's very tragic and all that, but the police can't physically enforce every restraining order. It's madness. You'd have to quadruple the size of your police department. It's just not humanly possible.
Actually, over 80% of domestic violence survivors say that they would not call the police again.
All right, now see right there, we got a problem.
Citation needed.
For fear that their abuser would not really face punishment and that they would be stuck in an even worse abusive situation or face retribution from their abuser.
What? That's not the fault of the police. They can't just make up new laws on the spot. If you're upset that the police are legally unable to make arrests, then your problem is with the legislature. And actually, what you're advocating for in that case is more police.
Nice work, bitch!
There's also the homeless population who face disproportionate amounts of violence and harassment from the police.
Again, I have to say citation needed, for fuck's sake.
And they say, statistically, that they would much rather prefer to be assisted by mental health care professionals rather than police.
Of course they would, because mental health care professionals don't have the jurisdiction to tell them what to do.
That one makes me think of death. It's kind of nice.
The bottom line is, the police are not fit for all of the roles that we as a society have put on them.
Maybe that's true, but that doesn't matter because you want to abolish the police completely. You want to throw the entire country into chaos while we figure out what we could possibly replace the police with. And quite frankly, my answer is no.
And they've proved that time and time again.
No, they really haven't. All I see is hardworking people doing the best they can.
We need to defund the police and reallocate those funds to mental health care and social work to actually aid communities taking routes that don't include violence.
Yeah, that sounds all lovey-dovey and everything, but I'm not supporting anything that will defund the police. Suffice it to say, I will fight this idea with every fiber of my being.
This may seem like a long and grueling process.
No, it seems like an idiotic process.
But as one of my favorite quotes says, for every complicated problem, there is a solution that is short, simple, and wrong.
Yes, and you've just laid out that wrong solution for us. Good job.
Good job. Good job. Good job.